Thanks. Herb! Gary!
Wait, let me give you my number, because I'm not going to be able to sleep until I know you found him. Do you have a pen?
Do I?
That's Eddie Murphy in one of the opening scenes of his new movie, Boomerang, playing a role that we're very familiar with, the ladies' man who's always on the prowl. Murphy plays an executive at a big company where his romantic exploits are legend until the day when the company is taken over and he gets a new boss named Jacqueline. In this scene, his friend Halle Berry comments on this new woman he already finds fascinating.
I mean, look at her. She's fantastic. I mean, if I were a guy, I would probably be interested in Jacqueline.
Oh, if you were a guy.
Not that I have those thoughts, because I don't, but I'm just saying she's attractive, and I would probably go out with her.
I know where you're going. Women do stuff like that. You see other girls, and you say, oh, she's cute, or her hair is nice, but guys don't see other guys and go, oh, look at his shoulders. We don't do that.
The seductive Jacqueline is played by Robin Givens, and she treats him exactly the same way he has treated all of the women in his life. The experience is humbling.
Wait a minute. If we were both men, we're colleagues, we could have a business dinner. Now, you're the one flipping this into a man-woman thing. I just said dinner, and let's discuss our workload. That's what I'm talking about.
Just dinner?
Just our workload over a meal. You've got a hell of a load.
Murphy is eventually crushed by the romantic game playing of his new boss and turns for consolation to Halle Berry, visiting an art class that she teaches.
Who wants to show me theirs first? Oh, boy. Kenny.
Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Oh, walaikum salam.
Greetings, my Nubian princess.
My king.
Boomerang is basically a film about how an irresponsible game player gets the tables turned on him and learns about true love in the process. Now, this is not exactly an original idea in the movies, but Boomerang brings some new energy to it by adding a lot of satire about the woman's cosmetic business. Two of the funniest scenes in the film involve Eartha Kitt as the aging cosmetics tycoon who wants to seduce Murphy and has a bring-down-the-house one-liner, and also by Grace Jones as the bizarre supermodel who comes into his life in a chariot drawn by half-naked bodybuilders. Then at the heart of the movie is that sweet relationship between Murphy and Halle Berry. This is a kinder, gentler Eddie Murphy than we've seen in the movies before, and I like him in this film.
Well, I liked one thing that he did in the picture. I mean, everyone knows that there's so much publicity about this picture that Eddie Murphy's, you know, sort of been shocked by the criticism that he's too macho in his Playboy interview and on the screen and with Harlem Nights, and that he's not black enough, that he doesn't hire enough blacks. So now this picture is like an apology, a mea culpa for all my sins. But I think what has happened is they haven't put enough laughs in it. And the dangerous kind of funny Eddie Murphy is what I was missing in this picture, except in one area, and that's where I want to say something positive about him. In the sex scenes, when he is dominated, Eddie Murphy does it just right. He is shown orgasmic, and as I've talked about this before, most movies, the grammar of the way most sex scenes are shot, the camera's on the woman, and she's orgasmic, and the guy, you never see it. It's really flipped, and they do it, and that's risk-taking, and I like that. But other than that, there isn't anything fresh in the picture.
I agree with the good things you said about the movie. I think there are some big laughs in it. I think Eartha Kitt has a great supporting role. I think Grace Jones has a great supporting role. I think tasteless in a wonderfully funny way. Of course it's tasteless.
Well,
I mean, what kind of a discovery is this, that it's tasteless?
No,
of course it's tasteless.
No.
But what I want to zero in on is, because this is Eddie Murphy, suddenly you've got this sociological criticism. Is he black enough? Does he have enough black people?
No, I don't have it. I don't have it. His colleagues have it.
You've quoted it from other places.
Exactly right.
The fact is, I think you have to just look at this as a movie. You wouldn't put some other actor up to that kind of standard, I don't believe.
I would put any other actor up to it. In fact, it's in the agenda. And let me ask you something else. Do you think any of these ideas that I've just said are in his mind?
Do I think they're in his mind? I'm sure they are. Yeah. I'm sure that he wants to show a different side of himself. As any actor
so why
would,
am I wrong to bring it up?
Well, because you're doing it in a different way. It's hard to explain, but I know what I'm talking about. You don't, unfortunately.
You know, Roger, on that basis, you could do the show by yourself.
Here's the problem. I have a very good point I'm trying to make, and I can't make it in 30 seconds. Maybe we'll do a show on it, okay?
The new show called Ebert.
Coming up next.